Travel. Traveling is one of the most exciting things a person can do. When we travel, we see new places, meet new people, and learn new things about the world and ourselves. It doesn't matter if we go to another country or just to a nearby city. Every trip can be an adventure. For me, traveling means freedom. When I pack my bag and get ready to leave home, I feel a special kind of happiness. It's the feeling that something new is waiting for me. Sometimes I don't even know exactly what I will see or experience, and that makes it even more interesting. The first time I traveled alone, I was a bit nervous. I was 17 years old and went to the mountains with a small backpack and a map. I didn't know what to expect, but I wanted to try something different. The first night I stayed in a small hostel and met travelers from different countries. We shared stories about our lives, and I realized that even though we came from different places, we had a lot in common. Traveling teaches us to be open minded. When we visit new countries, we see how people live differently. They may eat different food, speak another language, or celebrate other holidays. At first, these differences may surprise us, but later, we understand how beautiful it is that the world is so diverse. One of my favorite trips was to the seaside. I went there with my friends last summer. We stayed in a small hotel near the beach. Every morning, we went swimming in the sea and played volleyball on the sand. In the evenings, we walked along the shore and watched the sunset. The sky was orange and pink, and the sound of the waves made us feel calm and happy. Sometimes we stayed up late, talking and laughing under the stars. I also love visiting cities. There's something magical about walking through streets full of history. Old buildings, museums, and busy squares make me feel connected to people who lived there long ago. When I travel, I always try to learn at least a few words in the local language, like hello, thank you, and goodbye. It shows respect, and local people often smile when they hear it. Traveling doesn't always mean flying far away. Sometimes the best trips happen close to home. I like taking short weekend trips to nearby towns or natural parks. Even a few hours in a new place can give me new energy and inspiration. I usually take my camera with me to capture moments that I want to remember. Of course, traveling can be difficult too. Sometimes flights are delayed, or the weather is bad. Maybe the hotel isn't as nice as it looked online. But even those situations teach patience and problem solving. Every trip, even the hard ones, gives us experience and stories to tell later. Before every journey, I like to plan a little. I check the map, book my tickets, and make a list of what to pack. I always bring my passport, phone charger, a small notebook, and comfortable shoes. But I also leave space for surprises because not everything can be planned. When I travel, I also try local food. In Italy, I tried real pizza and gelato. In Japan, I ate sushi for the first time, and in Thailand, I loved the spicy dishes. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm eating, but I enjoy the adventure of trying something new. Another thing I love about traveling is nature. When I go hiking in the mountains or walking through a forest, I feel peaceful. The air is fresh and everything around is green and alive. Travel helps me connect with nature and remember how small but lucky we are to live on this planet. Meeting new people is also one of the best parts. I've met travelers who later became my friends. Some of them live far away, but we still keep in touch online. It's amazing how travel brings people together. Even a short conversation with a stranger can teach me something important. Sometimes I travel with my family. Those trips are special because we share memories together. My parents like museums, my sister prefers shopping, and I love taking photos. So we always try to find activities that everyone enjoys. Traveling together makes us closer and gives us stories to laugh about later. There are many ways to travel by plane, train, bus, car, or even bicycle. Each way has its own charm. I personally love trains. Watching the landscape change outside the window feels like watching a slow movie. It gives me time to think and dream. In the future, I want to visit more countries. I want to see the northern lights in Norway, explore temples in Cambodia, and walk through the streets of New York. I also want to volunteer abroad, maybe teach English or help animals. For me, travel is not just about seeing places, but about learning and giving something back. Travel changes people. After every journey, I feel different, more confident, more curious, and more thankful. It teaches me that the world is full of opportunities and kindness. Every person I meet, every sunset I watch, every road I walk becomes part of who I am. School is a big part of our lives. It's where we spend many years learning, growing, and meeting new people. For most of us, school starts when we are very young and continues until we are ready to start our adult lives. Even though sometimes it feels boring or difficult, school gives us the tools we need for the future. When I think about my school, I remember many different moments. Some were happy, some were funny, and some were stressful. But all of them are part of who I am today. I learned not only facts and numbers, but also how to work with others, solve problems, and believe in myself. Every morning, I wake up early and get ready for school. Sometimes it's hard to get out of bed, especially in winter when it's cold and dark outside. I quickly eat breakfast, pack my bag, and check if I have my homework and books. Then I take the bus or walk to school, depending on the weather. When I arrive, I see my classmates waiting near the entrance. We talk about our homework or weekend plans before the bell rings. The first lesson usually starts at 8 o'clock. Some students are sleepy, but the teachers try to make the lessons interesting. My favorite subjects are English and history. I like English because I enjoy learning new words and speaking about different topics. History is interesting because it helps me understand how the world has changed. Math is sometimes difficult for me, but I know it's important, so I try my best. Each teacher has their own style. Some are very serious and strict, while others are friendly and funny. I like teachers who explain things clearly and encourage us to ask questions. It's easier to learn when the classroom feels comfortable and positive. At school, I have many friends. We sit together during breaks, eat lunch, and sometimes study as a group. When someone doesn't understand a lesson, we help each other. That's what real friendship means, supporting one another. Lunchtime is one of the best parts of the day. The cafeteria is full of noise and laughter. We usually eat something simple, like soup, pasta, or sandwiches. Sometimes I bring my own lunch from home. After we eat, we go outside for a short walk or play basketball in the yard. In the afternoon, we have more lessons. Sometimes it's science or geography. Other times it's art or physical education. I really enjoy art because it lets me be creative. Drawing and painting help me relax after difficult subjects. During PE lessons, we play football, run, and learn teamwork. School isn't only about studying. There are also special events, concerts, trips, and sports competitions. Last year, we went to a museum in another city. It was a long day, but we learned a lot and had fun on the bus together. We also have School Day, a special celebration with games and performances. Everyone brings food and music, and we all enjoy it. Sometimes school can be stressful. There are tests, exams, and deadlines. I remember staying up late to finish a project or study for a big test. When grades come out, some students are happy and others feel disappointed. But I've learned that grades are not everything. What really matters is what you learn and how you grow as a person. My favorite place at school is the library. It's quiet, and the smell of books makes me feel calm. I go there to read, do my homework, or just think. The librarian is always kind and helps me find interesting books. Sometimes I borrow novels in English to practice reading. Group work is also a big part of school life. Working with classmates can be fun, but also challenging. We have to learn how to listen, share ideas, and make decisions together. At first, I didn't like group projects, but now I see how useful they are. They teach teamwork, a skill we will need all our lives. I also like school clubs. There's a drama club, a music club, and even a robotics club. I joined the English club last year. We watched movies, played word games, and prepared a small play in English. It was so much fun, and it helped me become more confident in speaking. Sometimes I think about the teachers and how hard they work. They prepare lessons, check homework, and try to make every student feel included. It's not an easy job, but many teachers truly care about their students. When I see how much effort they put in, I want to study harder to make them proud. School also teaches us about life. We learn how to be responsible, respectful, and organized. We learn to deal with problems, to apologize when we're wrong, and to try again after failure. These lessons are not written in books, but they are just as important. After school, I usually go home, eat something, and rest a little.
That's all for today. Thank you for your time. Don't forget to subscribe to Easy English for Everyone. It helps you learn and supports our channel. Bye for now.